From Larsa walking away with half of her ex's retirement money to rumors of infidelity smack dab in the middle of their divorce proceedings. Here's Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen's feud explained. I'm gonna kick things off by talking about their divorce settlement because, oh boy, there's some drama. While the exact details of spousal support are kept private, there's one thing that I do know. Larsa's getting half of Scottie's Chicago Bulls retirement fund. The Los Angeles County Court made this order during the couple's divorce case, specifying that Larsa had a right to Scottie's 401k and savings plan trust. The court recognized that Larsa was Scottie's ex-wife, whom he married in 1997, and the official date of their separation is November 3rd, 2016. So she's legally owed 50% of whatever Scottie got from 1997 to 2016. Of course, this is huge, but rather than villainizing Larsa as a gold digger, fans are surprisingly supporting her. Some Twitter users have gone as far as saying that she deserves every dollar, while others are pointing out the fact that she single-handedly raised Scottie's 4 kids while he was out partying and playing ball. Scottie and Larsa's divorce was finalized on the 15th of December 2021, and even though the couple tried their best to keep it out of the public eye, things got messy. In an interview with Us Weekly, attorney David Glass said that the couple had resolved all their issues amicably and were now focused on co-parenting their 2 minor children. Glass also mentioned that Larsa's relieved the entire process is over and that she and Scottie kept their private lives largely private. There's no denying that because even years after the divorce, there's no word on what Larsa walked away with. But considering how this couple's had an on-again, off-again divorce, there's probably a lot that's piled up, no? Scottie first filed for divorce in 2016, but he got back together with Larsa the year after, as the pair tried to rekindle their romance. Unfortunately, they couldn't stand each other for long after that. But this time, Larsa filed for divorce in November 2018, and the two went their separate ways. The couple cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for their divorce and started focusing on how they'd co-parent their 4 kids. During season 4 of The Real Housewives of Miami, Larsa opened up about how she felt after the divorce, saying that now she's single, she feels she looks better than ever. The Real Housewives star said that her vibes very Miami. It's sexy, it's fun, and she feels independent. Larsa moved on really quickly, though, and started dating Marcus Jordan, son of the NBA legend, Michael Jordan. These two have been a thing since September 2022, although they did their best to deny it at first, before finally going public with their relationship on Instagram on Valentine's Day in 2023. Appearing on the Tamron Hall show, Larsa discussed her relationship with Marcus, saying she's in love and in a happy place. She's been spotted cozying up to Marcus on a boat trip with friends, where the pair were seen kissing, and I'm sure Scottie's not too happy about that. The couple has shared countless photos on social media, confirming their relationship, and Larsa even called Marcus her best friend. Rumor has it, even Michael Jordan's given his approval, although he hates Larsa's ex-husband. Tamron Hall actually asked Larsa why she dated Marcus of all people, considering the beef between Scottie and Michael Jordan. Larsa replied that she never planned for it to be like that and just happened to fall in love with him, as the two spent a lot of time together because of mutual friends. The beef between Scottie and Michael was no joking matter, though. These two used to play for the Chicago Bulls together and were pretty close during their careers in the 80s and 90s. The friendship didn't last for long, though, because when Michael released his 2020 documentary, The Last Dance, Scottie wasn't happy with how he'd glossed over his NBA history. He made this clear in his memoir, Unguarded, in 2021, where he indicated that Michael's documentary made him feel disrespected. Ever since then, Scottie's taken every opportunity to take shots at Michael. He called Jordan a horrible player, while he heaped all the praise on LeBron James. Settling his perspective on the GOAT debate, Scottie said that LeBron was the winner and the best statistical player to ever live. Even though Jordan hasn't responded to these comments, I wouldn't be surprised if he was pissed. After saying that nobody can compare to James, Scottie started talking about how he's seen Jordan play and how he's horrible to play with, and shoots bad shots. He still seemed to be salty about the documentary, as he mentioned that the team only started winning when Phil Jackson showed up and they started playing like a team, although none of this was mentioned in Jordan's documentary. Larsa knows how much Scottie hates Jordan, but that hasn't stopped her from getting it on with Marcus. On the Tamron Hall show, she said she doesn't really care what other people think, and I guess that includes Scottie too. Larsa acknowledged that he's probably unhappy about her relationship with Marcus, and she said he has a right to feel the way he feels, but it won't stop her from living her best life. Scottie, on the other hand, hasn't spoken on the news of Larsa's involvement with Marcus, and when TMZ reporters tried to talk to him, he refused to comment on the matter. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out that he's not happy for the new couple, because after all, back when Michael and Scottie were close, little Marcus was like a nephew to Scottie, and I bet he can't believe he's grown up to steal his wife. I mean, think about when Larsa first met Marcus in the mid-90s. She had just started dating Pippen then and was in her mid-20s, while Marcus was around 5 years old. But hey, age is just a number, right? It's a shame that Larsa and Scottie called it quits when they always seemed so happy together. But 19 years into the marriage, there were some serious cracks in their relationship. Before Scottie first filed for divorce in 2016, the cops were called to his house 2 times by Larsa because of domestic scuffles. On October 1st, 2016, Larsa and Scottie got into a heated verbal argument, and Larsa called the police just before midnight. Thankfully, things didn't get physical, and when the police got to the house, they found Larsa sitting outside in her car. No arrests were made, but Larsa spent the night elsewhere, even after Scottie asked her to come back inside and offered to be the one to leave. The second incident happened just a few days later, on October 4th, and this time, when the police got to Scottie and Larsa's house, they could tell that Scottie was super frustrated, although there was nothing to suggest that the argument got physical. But if there's one thing we know from the 911 calls, it's that Larsa was terrified of Scottie, and she'd be crying hysterically every time she called the cops, struggling to describe what was going on. Audio tapes of the 911 calls were made public, and you can hear Larsa crying as she says that Scottie's getting aggressive with her. The second time Larsa called the police was on October 4th, where she seemed like she was by herself, but was crying as she begged the police for help and told them that Scottie was breaking things. When the police got to the scene, they saw that the NBA star had smashed his phone in frustration, which had left Larsa terrified. She opened up to the police, telling them that Scottie yells at her often and that it scares her. The reason behind these fights was never made public, although there have been many speculations over the years. Because Scottie was living in Chicago while Larsa raised the kids alone in Miami, some fans thought maybe there was some infidelity involved. Many people accused Larsa of having an affair with rapper Future while she was still married to Pippen, and Scottie apparently had Larsa followed as he tried to paint her as a bad mother. According to an insider, her ex-husband threatened to make her life a living hell, but he was no angel himself. There were rumors that he had an affair first with an unnamed Sports Illustrated model, although neither of these allegations has been proven. And there you have it, from rumors of infidelity amidst their divorce proceedings to Larsa walking away with half of her ex's retirement money. Here's everything you needed to know about Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen's feud.